Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the main event of the evening. Would somebody somewhere please make some noise? This bout is scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds. Once again, this bout is scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds of professional heavyweight boxing. It is sponsored by Hydrate Zero. Now making his way to the blue corner, here is Joseph Parker!
Well, this is what it's all about. Joseph turned professional after a stunning amateur career last July, stopping Dean Grumman's way. Knocked out his next 3 opponents, decided it was time to go to the States with Kevin Barry to train him in Las Vegas, Nevada, my hometown. Plus Kevin known for world champions, Marcelino Maceo, Beirut Shumanoff, and getting David Tua all the way to a world championship fight. He's been working on learning to throw his jab and keep his opponent outside and developing strength for even more power. Kevin very pleased with his last fight where he won a unanimous decision over Bryce Ratani Coe in Los Angeles. Here he comes, a wonderful, wonderful guy from a wonderful family. Met his mother and dad the last fight out here. And I'm really excited, Mike Yankoff, to find out if he really and truly has improved since I saw him last time.
Well, that's the key, and the other thing I think we've got to look out for is he going to get caught in between styles, trying to act on new things, trying to implement a new game plan, which is the reason Kevin Barry wanted him to have the fight mistake against Bryce Ratani Coe, just so he could work on that, because getting caught in between styles can cause a pause, which you don't want to have against a guy like Botha.
Now, this is a big stage for this guy, and all the guys watching is the Stock Hill Motor Club. They couldn't get in because Duco did such a great job selling this event out, but they're enjoying it over there. So, guys, I hope you enjoy seeing the pride of South Auckland, New Zealand. 5-0, 4 knockouts. Beautiful, beautiful guy, and I'm hoping that he is the future of New Zealand boxing. And I know that wherever you're watching around this country, you're hoping the same thing. And all you folks that are watching in South Africa, we might be seeing the last fight for Francois Botha, who's had a dramatic career, and certainly will test this young man tonight. 21-year-old Joseph Parker.
He certainly looks relaxed, Colonel.
Very relaxed. One thing I did notice about him, he's a lot bigger in his shoulders than I saw him in his last fight here in Auckland. And that's the work that Kevin's given him, while he's maintained not having the big bulk in his biceps, which is the perfect build for a fighter, especially this guy. Joseph Parker is going to have to grow into his body. He's fighting at about 232 pounds, and he's going to go up and probably fight at 250 by the time he's 6 or 7 years older, and that's the size of the big heavyweights today.
Yeah, well, certainly they say that the heavyweights don't really hit their physical prime till the late 20s.
Making his way to the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, this is the White Buffalo, Francois Botha!
Francois Botha, an absolutely wonderful gentleman. 360 professional rounds of boxing to the 13 for Parker. Veteran, 10 world title fights. He did win the IBF World Championship in 1995 when he beat Axel Schultz in Stuttgart, Germany. I had the pleasure of calling that fight. He was later stripped of that title.
He's 21 years old and stands at 1.94 meters. He weighed in at 102.9 kgs. He hails from South Auckland, New Zealand. He has 5 professional fights with 5 wins, with 4 big wins coming by way of KO. Introducing Joseph Parker!
Hug him. That's Rich Moriarty, who is a big sponsored investment banker from Las
And
Vegas.
his opponent fighting out of the ring corner. Enters the ring wearing black trunks. He is 44 years old, stands at 1.88 meters tall, weighted at 116.5 kgs. He hails from Durban, South Africa. He has 60 professional fights with 48 wins, 9 losses, and 3 draws, with 29 wins coming by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the White Buffalo, Frans Botha!
Brad Vocali will referee this fight. Did you take a look at the tail of the tape? Big differences. Of course, the weight. Joseph Parker is 30 pounds lighter, and he's 23 years younger. He's also taller, and the reach is about the same. So the final instructions are being given to the scoring system. No standing 8 count. No 3 knockdown rule.
Very strict instructions in the rules.
Fighting cannot be safe in the middle of any round. Only the ref can stop the fight. That's Brad Vocali speaking.
You must punch with the knuckle part of the glove to the scoring part of the body. There is a 3 knockdown rule. You cannot be saved by the bell in any round. There is no standing 8 count. Do you understand that? Punch with the knuckle part of the glove. Do not punch on the back of the head. Nothing in the kidney and nothing below the belt. If your opponent's on the ground, don't hit him while he's there. It is a foul. I will penalise you. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, go back to your corner and wait for the bell.
Let's go. Take him out.
No friendly look by Frans that time. By the way, Brad Vocali just informed us that there is
He's got his cut
no
right up
standing
over
8
there.
count, but there is a 3 knockdown rule, so they aren't using the unified rules of boxing. Kevin Barry, a little kiss on the cheek for encouragement. There's the White Buffalo, Francois Botha, the pride of South Africa. And again, we welcome, on behalf of Hydrate Zero and Duco Events, everybody watching in South Africa tonight. Here we go.
And we're underway. See whether Parker can make that jab work.
You're watching internationally. Parker, of course, the younger-looking guy. Parker in the front of his trunks, black and gold. The White Buffalo, the guy with the white hair and the solid black trunks.
Botha's already getting onto range with his jab. Takes a little less hook for his trouble.
Trying to, but so far he hasn't been able to grab him. A lot more power I'm seeing from Joseph here in the early going. Notice that Joseph is keeping him at length. This is his first solid right hand that he's thrown. So this is a surprise that he's able to dictate this with a wily old vet, the White Buffalo.
And you saw the example of that where Botha missed by a good 6 inches with that right hand. Parker able to maintain that range. Kevin Barry was talking about trying to get him to leverage off his legs, use the huge power in his legs to leverage the shot.
And he's got that, and he just blasted Botha right below his heart in the rib cage. And look at this, Joseph hangs on the inside. Frans continues to throw. This is when he could be dangerous as you look at the ref cam.
Yeah, just cautious of Botha just hitting on the break there. Brad Vocali will have to do a lot of work.
Yeah, he's not going to stop this wily old vet from hitting on
What's the back of the head,
break.
Frans? What's the back of the head? Break! Break!
Said one important thing from Brad, a very experienced referee. Watch the back of the head. Nice stiff jab.
Come on,
now,
work
the
out
hand
of it.
speed
Work out of it.
of Joseph Parker, I'm going to point out to you because he just clipped him as Botha was coming in, and that's great hand speed.
Just like to see him fake a little bit more because Botha's still trying to land that right hand over the top. And he's come close a couple of times. That's his trademark punch. Sneaky right hand over the top of a jab.
Different though, Mike, than the last time I saw him. Young Parker's not rushing the fight. Just glanced him across the chin with that right hand. Look at the hand speed for this heavyweight.
And patience too, just finding his range there. Botha trying to sucker him in.
Good luck,
Caught him with the left hook.
Joseph.
Tell you, Joseph is a much better fighter, and I can tell you immediately from watching him in this fight than what I saw of him before. I had a chance to see him in training in Las Vegas, but this is really extraordinary now. This is good stuff.
Really using his range well there. Snapping out that jab. Nice punch selection going to the body. Botha didn't like it.
Notice, folks, the way he pulls back and gets out of there at an angle. and then he ties both up when he comes in.
Also, in the first of his 5 fights, he wouldn't have tied up. He would have been trying to go to work and in-fight.
But you notice he's not throwing as many punches, but in the professional ranks, you want to land a shot. Frans got a light left hand, loaded up the wild right hand, windmill over the ears of young Joseph Parker.
Brad McCulley on that early. But that's his Sunday punch, Francois Botha.
And with Joseph's head moving up and down, nice first round for Joseph. This is a better fighter. This is Francois Botha's wife watching, and his daughter, by the way.
You're one of the few in the crowd favouring Botha. And he got clipped early on with that left hook. But the work there from Parker, just finding his range, ghosting back out of range, not allowing Botha to get that right hand. What a trick him into an inside fight, which is where Botha can apply all his dirty tricks.
Boy, I'm so impressed. I wish Kevin would pull those hands down. Kevin's such an intense guy himself. You know, he won the silver medal.
When he's jumping in with that
One
right
of
hand.
his.
I want to see that. That left hand up a little higher.
Tells him to keep the left hand up a little bit higher. Is Frans Botha. This is round number 2. This is scheduled for 8 rounds.
I warned him, don't worry. Let's go. Fight.
All right, here we go. Let's see if Joseph can keep him at bay as he did. Fighting outside. This is perfect so far for Joseph Parker. He did everything but land the big right hand to drop him, and nobody's really expecting that. Joseph very quick on his feet as well when Frans feints and yells. He get hit with a decent right hand, not a solid right hand, but it did spin the head of Joseph. So that's an indication a bit, Mike, that he can take a little bit of a shot.
Yeah, it's also an indication that he just needs to be cautious. He can't afford to get a guy an even break. Botha just mouthing off, trying to really, little forearm there. He was tempted to throw a slap around the back of the head just to disconcert Parker.
And Brad's been right on top of that. The referee, he's one of the best in the world. WBC, IBF, WBA.
Range there from Parker, just snuck into range a little bit too close without throwing, without buying his way in with the jab.
This is what Botha wants to do now, Mike. He wants to make it this a sloppy fight now and drag this guy to maybe the 7th or 8th round and then try to pick up the pace a little bit in an area that Joseph never been. But Joseph's not going to have any part of it. Frans laughs at him, but that's only to try to upset this kid. Joseph is too cool. Nice snapping jab. Love that snapping jab. Not throwing it as often, but you don't need to do that as a heavyweight as often.
Well,
nice uppercut on the inside by Joseph. He's not going to be had by this guy on the inside.
Brad McCulley calling for him to punch out. That's a nice little hooking right hand there, Joseph Parker, as he went under Botha's right hand. Signs that he's seeing it.
Boy, this is a completely different professional fighter. Fighting a professional heavyweight now, and this is very good. Remember, this is only a 6-pro fight. I mean, when I called all of George Foreman's first professional fights, like 1 through 20, he didn't fight anybody of the caliber of Frans Botha. Fighters back to Frans in 44. This guy is still dangerous. Foreman, even as good as he was, never took that chance in the first 20 fights he had.
Well, they asked me early on, just previewing. And any questions about the power of Joseph Parker or the coming of age of Joseph Parker, you against Vincent, and it was all over. One punch too many from Brad McCulley. Francois Botha was legless.
That's a brilliant victory. I hope that you watching here around New Zealand can appreciate just what he has done such a great job here, and only his 6th professional fight. He's got 5 knockouts in his 6 professional fights. Well, I see that our man is in there. And let's go to Stephen McIver. Stephen, take it away.
Well, Francois, I suppose when people want to make a statement, young Joseph made a little bit of a statement tonight.
Shit, yeah, man, he caught me by surprise. I never thought Baby Joseph could do this, but anyway, he went in and did it. I mean, take my hat off to him.
Fast hands.
Fast hands, Baby Joseph is just gonna go. I call him Baby Joseph, but I mean, he's not Baby Joseph anymore. He's a big man. And if the guys take care of him, he can go and break some bones, break some chins.
You know what it's like to fight the best in the world. Has this kid got the talent?
Oh, definitely so. I mean, he's got Kevin Barry with him. He's got the good management team. So if I take care of him and do the right thing with him, he's going to go a long way.
Are we going to see you back?
Oh, yeah, Buffalo, come back and I come break some jaws in the celebrity thing here, man. Don't worry.
Always a pleasure, mate. Real pleasure.
Thank you, God. God bless.
All right. Why don't we go to the winner's corner over here? Don't try. Do you want me to hold that for you? You want to hold it? I'll hold it for you. Much easier. There you go. Wow.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank our Heavenly Father for bringing us all here safely. Thank Botha for the opportunity and for the good fight. And I thank everyone for coming along tonight, supporting all the fighters. Thank you.
Joseph, Colonel Bob Sheridan said he saw a far more professional fighter tonight than he's seen before. Kevin Barry's done his job.
No, all the hard work paid off, and I'd like to thank Kevin and his family for letting me stay in Vegas in the training camp that we had. Also, Rich Moriarty for coming along down from the States. I'd like to thank Hydrate. Hydrate. Hello. I'd like to thank Hydrate for the great night, and I think my uncle's pretty happy. I think it's his birthday today, so my uncle from Samoa. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming. It was a great opportunity and great victory for us and our team.
It's worth bringing Kevin in. Kevin, please come in just for a moment, mate, because he's made a statement tonight. Where to now?
Well, I think now after that victory tonight, the plans that we have in place for Joseph for the rest of the year are all sealed. I think Joseph showed tonight that he has improved a lot in the last 2 months. I also believe that he showed people that he has far more power than what they thought he had.
Does it feel good?
Feels good. I think my power's coming along quite well. So this is just the beginning for us, and we have a long career ahead. So we'll take a step at a time, and I'd just like to thank the Lord again for this victory.
Big step tonight. We look forward to more of those, mate. Well done.
And also, good luck to the New Zealand team representing New Zealand and China leaving on Saturday, the amateur team. So I'd like to good luck for them.
Enjoy the win.
Thank you very much.
For Joseph Parker with his victory over Francois Botha and Mike Ango. He has come such a long way since the last time we saw him in the ring against Richard Tutaki on the Fight for Life.
Well, watching that replay, it was a chilling knockout. It was a devastating display of power, and to be fair, power which we haven't seen from him before. One punch knockout power. He's one of the most durable fighters in the game.